Hello kids, today I am going to tell you 3 stories. Ugly Duckling, Hare and Tortoise, Grasshopper and Ant. Once upon a time, on a farm next to a pond, Mother Duck was sitting on her nest on her eggs. It was a summer day. Slowly, one by one, her cracked eggs opened. All the ducklings sat quick, 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 but one egg did not hatch. Grandfather Duck heard all the quacking and went to see Mother Duck. Mother Duck told him about the egg that had not hatched. Grandfather Duck thought the egg looked like a turkey's egg because it was so big. After a few days of waiting, the big egg hatched. Mother Duck could see that the duckling was not the same as the others. It was bigger, white and ugly. Mother Duck was sure the duckling could change and become like the others. The ugly duckling was very sad. Nobody was ready to be his friend because he was so ugly. It started to rain, so the ugly duckling found a place to stay dry. He took a shelter under the porch of an old house. Next day, the house door opened and a big dog came out. He barked at the ugly duckling and the duckling had to run away quickly. Next, Mother Duck was not happy with the other animals and told them to leave the ugly duckling alone. Mother Duck told them how well the ugly duckling swam and how she thought he would look like the other ducklings in a few days. The days went by and nobody listened to Mother Duck. The farm animals still made fun of the ugly duckling. The other ducklings were so mean to him and would not play with him. The ugly duckling felt very sad. He didn't want to be at the farm anymore. One night he ran away. He went a long, long way and fell asleep in a muddy marsh. The next morning, the ugly duckling woke to see some of the wild ducks looking at him. He asked them if he could stay with them. They told him that he was ugly, so he couldn't stay with them and had to go. The days went by and winter came. The ugly duckling was very cold. He lived alone near a pond and made his home in the long grass. It was a long, long winter. Finally, spring came with sunny days. One day on the pond, the ugly duckling saw 3 beautiful white swans swimming. The ugly duckling knew that they would not want him as a friend because he was so ugly. The 3 swans saw the ugly duckling and swam over to him. They said, "Hello, new swan." The ugly duckling asked them why they called him a swan when he was a duck. The swan told him that he was not a duck and to look at his reflection in the water. The 3 duckling was very happy with his reflection in the water. He was not a duckling anymore. He was a handsome white swan. The 3 swans happy to be his friends, and they all swam in the water together. Duckling was very happy with his reflection in the water. He was not a duckling anymore. He was a handsome white swan. The 3 swans happy to be his friends, and they all swam in the water together. Hare and Tortoise. Once upon a time, a tortoise was walking on the road. A hare saw him and started laughing loudly. "Ha ha ha ha! Look at you! You are so slow!" The tortoise got angry and challenged the hare to a race. The hare immediately agreed, saying, "Why not? I am faster than you. I can beat you anytime." On the day of the race, the hare and the tortoise arrived at the starting line. The tiger waved the flag to signal the beginning of the race. The hare ran very fast while the tortoise slowly followed behind. The hare was quite ahead of the tortoise in no time at all. He saw that the tortoise was walking slowly far behind him. The hare was so sure about winning the race that he decided to take a little nap under the tree. While the hare was dreaming, the tortoise continued walking slowly and went ahead of the hare and won the race. Grasshopper and Ant. One summer's day, a lazy grasshopper was chirping, singing, and enjoying the sun. The grasshopper saw an ant working very hard to gather food. The grasshopper called out the ant, "Stop your silly work and have fun with me." "No, I am gathering food for winter. I suggest you to do the same." But the grasshopper simply ignored the ant. The grasshopper called out the ants. When the winter finally began, the grasshopper couldn't find anything to eat. He searched for food everywhere, but everything buried under the snow. He remembered the hardworking ant. He went to her house and cried, "I am hungry. I can't find anything to eat." The ant felt pity on him. He remembered the hardworking. The ant called the grasshopper inside and gave him food. The grasshopper ate happily and promised the ant that he would never sit idle in the days before winter. Moral of the story: be responsible and prepare for the days of necessity.